Hi, good morning. Welcome to a new vlog. It is Friday, and it is the first partial week that I am officially laid off. So I got laid off on Tuesday. I took a day on Wednesday to just video edit and get some rest. I had an event on Thursday. I'll put a little bit of clips here about that. It was a pretty short little event. We made 2 sales, but it was no money to be there, so we'll take what we can get, right? That's 2 sales we wouldn't have made otherwise. I'll take the win where I can. But today I want to get started on the dreaded rearrangement. So I'm pretty well known for about every 6 months or so, I like to rearrange my enclosure, and I haven't done that in quite some time because I haven't had the time. And I'll put in some B-roll here of the living room. So the living room is really large and kind of a funny shape. There's a lot of weird angles within this living room, and that makes a lot of the space weirdly used. And we're a house full of neurodivergent people. There's a lot of dumping grounds for random stuff. There's also just a lot of random stuff. We have this weird little hidey hole over here under the stairs that's full of like old toys and art supplies for the kids. And then there's a coffee table just covered in art supplies and crafts for the kids. And then we have like David's space where the house cryptid is supposed to be able to do his Warhammer stuff. And we've got the TV area also covered in stuff. We've got the desk area covered in stuff. And I want to go ahead and take a bunch of measurements of the dimensions of the room so that I can try and do some rearranging either on a little computer mock-up or on pieces of paper like I'm, Cliff, if you know him. I forget, it's Modern something is his username, but I want to do some rearranging of the living room. And to do that effectively, I need to know really specifics of what I'm working with. So I'm going to take a bunch of measurements of the room and of the larger pieces of furniture, and we will kind of work with what we got and see what we can do with the space. I also got all the laundry done, and I'm working on a round of dishes. I made pancakes for everybody today. I did sheet pancakes, which if you have a lot of people in your household, sheet pancakes, game changer. Not having to spend like 30 minutes at the stove making individual pancakes. Love it. So I also have to pick up the older kids from school a little bit early today. They have a minimum day, and then I gotta pick Emmett up from school. Focus. Focus, okay? Let's work in the living room. That's the project for right now. All right, so we've got all our measurements done, and I have made a scale paper model per Dear Modern style of my living room with all the furniture, and I've been playing around with the placement. Yes, it's super normal to do this. Shut up. So the only thing I kept not being able to make work is this damn footstool. I hate this thing. It's ugly and stupid. So I might try this layout, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have so much cleaning to do in order to do that, though. It's so messy in here. All right, so here is our progress so far. We've taken the TV down. There's that cabinet that was over there. And we've moved the computer over here. And we've got the couches. And we still have a lot of work to do over in that front area there. But we've moved the TV over here. Entertainment center. And then there is a cube storage unit thing in there that I'm going to take out and put all this stuff away. So we've made pretty good progress. Hello, friends. It's been a few days. So, and apologies, the dishwasher's running. I'm sure you're going to be able to hear it in the background. My bad. It is now Friday. I am sick, and I have been sick for several days. I'm really disappointed because I was getting so much done on cleaning the house, and then I just had to stop because I wasn't feeling well. Still sniffly. I'm trying. So I had originally planned on trying to get as much of cleaning the house done before winter break when the kids were going to be out and Kat would not have work, and so everyone would be here all the time, and that's going to make it difficult to work on cleaning. So some of the deep cleaning might have to get pushed off until January when I have more time and there aren't people in my way all the time. We'll see. I'm finally starting to feel a little bit better, but still not great. I started getting sick Tuesday night and was really, really sick Wednesday and most of Thursday, to be honest. I'm still sick now, but I'm at least passable. I can try and get some stuff done. Uh, so frustrated. Like, of course, I would get sick right at the beginning of having free time. So, ugh. I'm going to try and get some work done on the kitchen today, but let me at least show you how things are going in the living room. Because I just kind of didn't film it, and I need to be better in this process of like filming before. But to be honest, it's a little embarrassing how messy the house is, how cluttered it is, and how much work hasn't been done because I just didn't have the capacity to do it. Neither did anyone else. I'm sure you all understand working your ass off and just not having the time for this shit. So it is what it is, but let me show you how things are looking. Okay, so here's the living room. We have the Christmas tree. I'm really excited that I've got all the presents that we've gotten so far already packed under the tree. I think that's exciting. And this cabinet that we found on the side of the road is over here now. That moon is not going to stay there. I might move my moth. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. There's a bunch of artwork prints and stuff that I have that I would like to try and get framed, and I have a bunch of frames from the thrift store, so we'll see how that goes. But I have separated the room into sort of two sections. So over back here is David's Warhammer area and the computer. So that's separated out. Hi. From the couch area here, just separated out like this, and then we have sort of a front entry square, and then the TV got moved over here. Look at this cute, look at this cute little like curio cabinet, little display cabinet I found at the thrift store. And we've got all of the gaming controllers. All of the gaming stuff is now accessible here. And then we have this wall of displays. I'm going to put more stuff on this wall. And we have like all the different crafting supplies are in here. So like this is miscellaneous, shrinky dinks and stuff like that. This is Allie's beading and necklace stuff. Realized I was on the wrong filming settings. And then painting, fiber arts, Emmett's clay, and slime stuff. So that's nice to have everything separated out like that. And I'm pretty pleased. I do still really want to get a big area rug here, and probably something over here, because as you can tell with that size rug, there just leaves everywhere, and I would like to have just like a rug that is this space, so that way it catches more of that debris and that doesn't come inside the house. I have not had a chance to like clean the floors properly yet, but I figured I'll wait on that until I'm done with some of the other areas. And then the plan today is to tackle some of the kitchen. I don't know how much of it I'll be able to get done because I am still pretty easily winded with being sick. I did do this section here though. So this is much more organized now. This is one of the few new things I purchased, was this coffee syrup holder for our Tarani. So this is now like the drink area, because everybody's always doing drinks, like hot cocos and teas and coffee and stuff. So everything's nice and organized here. I also cleaned up this cabinet, which is looking much better now. I would very much like to tackle today the junk drawer and this lower cabinet here, because this has like all of our storage bins. And like, this is just ridiculous. There's so many things in here that we just don't use. And a lot of them are things like bento boxes and lunch boxes that just don't get used. And some of them I would like to keep. So probably what I'll do is that these cabinets back here above the fridge are really difficult to access. So I'm going to clear that out, and like the lunch boxes and stuff that we don't use that often, I'll probably put up there. But I have a lot of work to do in here. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get done, but I will certainly try. Here we go. I just realized I forgot to show you this. So I also did some big changes in here. So this space is actually usable properly as a coat closet now. So the closet rod was originally like way far back, and I added a new shelf to extend that, and I brought the coat rod, closet rod further forward, and I found so many umbrellas. So many umbrellas! I need to find some sort of umbrella holder to take care of all that. So now there's a lot of stuff like pushed back, which makes this space way more usable. I'm very pleased with that. So progress there too. So I think I've reached maximum capacity as a sickie today. I'm working on downstairs, so I'll show you that later. But we got a delivery. Look at this nice tissue paper that matches our brand coloring. And then we got wormies, blue wormies. Very exciting. Those are from Paper Mart, so that's cool. I also have a haircut appointment for tomorrow. I'm going to cut my hair because I need it real bad. I think I'm going to go short. It's been a while. I think I'm going to go short again because I can, and why not? But I'm tired, so I think I'm going to make myself a matcha and then maybe to get some video editing done. I think that's about what I have the ability for at this point. Getting sick sucks. Don't get sick. It's terrible. 0 out of 10 stars. All right, happy Saturday. So I went to the farmer's market this morning because I'm feeling worlds better already. And I went ahead and restocked on a bunch of vegetables. I think I spent about $23. Bell peppers I already had, but I bought some more celery, carrots, and onions. We've got cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower. And I like having everything all pre-chopped like this, and I'll put it in the freezer so it's much easier to use and it reduces the amount of prep work that I have when I go to cook, which makes it easier to include more vegetables, which is definitely the plan. Hello, child.
Hi.
What's up?
I want to show you this job.
Oh, cute. Good job. Was that with a base or did you do that freehand?
I used a base, but I freehanded the clothing and the hair and stuff.
Nice. Looks good, babe. Good job.
I'm gonna go back.
Okay. So I still need to prep up a bunch of the cabbage and a bunch of the cauliflower and the broccoli I'm going to roast to go in some meals that I started last night. I'll need to make some rice to go with them. And then all of the scraps from the offcuts from everything goes in here, and that'll be used to make stock, because probably tomorrow I'm going to go get a rotisserie chicken from Costco, and when I break that down, I'll cook that up with the stock scraps, and I'll make chicken stock. I'll be able to use that throughout the week too. So that'll be good. But I need to get ready to go to my hairstylist and get my hair cut. I am bringing her a little treat from the farmer's market, a cinnamon roll. And yeah, I need to put some makeup on and get ready to go. I'm looking a little like I haven't put makeup on in like a week. I miss it. So I'm gonna go do that. And then I'll come back and I'll finish up all the vegetable prep. I'll make some rice for my lunches for the week. And then I'll be good to go. We'll be all set to get some other stuff done today. I need to do some prep. I have a lot of stuff to do. I'm hoping to try and clean the kitchen today, but I don't know if we'll have time. We'll see. But that is where things are at. So I'm going to get ready. All right, so we're ready to go. Say goodbye to this current messy hairstyle. This is going to change, so here we go. And we're all done. We have haircut. Everybody's still sick. I'm really pleased with it. I think it looks really good. I have missed having my hair short, but it's very freeing and light and fluffy in the back. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go back to getting some stuff done in the kitchen. Yay! Hello, friends. It is Monday, and I'm considering this my first proper week on my severance time, basically, even though I'm not quite yet on severance. But I got like 2 days in last week before I got sick. So I didn't really get to do nearly as much as I wanted to do last week, but how we're looking at the moment is I have finished up most of the major editing on the video that's going to be coming out on Friday on the main channel. That's the Fresno Nightcrawlers video. So all of the major editing is done, and I'm just going to be getting started on the captions now, which that's going to take me probably at least an hour. I still need product photos from Kat, and I dropped off sticker paper at our local printer for soapbox labels. So I probably won't package the soaps until Friday, maybe even Saturday or Sunday. We'll see. Saturday might be more likely. But tonight I have an MRI that I need to go to. They do those in the evening, I guess, as an option, which is kind of nice. But I do have to drive all the way out to Fairfield for it. So it's going to take like an hour to get there. It's going to take probably an hour and a half or so of being at the facility to do the MRI. Last time it took about 45 minutes of the actual MRI, but there's all the prep beforehand because you have to do an IV and everything. It's an MRI with contrast. So I'm fine. If you've been watching the vlogs for a while, this is the second MRI I've had in about a year and a half. The first one was diagnostic, and this one is to just check to make sure the medication I've been on is helping. I'm good. I will talk about it more in depth, maybe soonish. I don't know. I haven't really talked about it because it's just kind of, I don't know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But I'm fine. Just know that I'm fine. So that's going to be a good chunk of the rest of my evening. And I need Kat to do product photos tonight. So I'm going to make sure everything's set up for them to be able to do that for me. Because I need those. I need those, babe. And I think I will probably ask them to leave the product photography setup out for me so that I can do some shots of the Nightcrawler soap because it glows. And I need to get some blacklight shots of that. So I spent like 2 hours at the gym this morning. I did my weightlifting and then I did cycling. It would have been maybe about an hour and a half, hour and 35 minutes, but my headphones died and I had to go sit out in my car and charge them because I was not going to spend 35 minutes on the elliptical, not the elliptical, the cycling, the bike, the workout bike. I was not going to spend 35 minutes on that not being able to listen to music or something. So took a little longer than normal. And I've got some soaps cut. I made Emerald City again. That's cut and done. I just need to bevel it. And things are looking pretty good. Keeping on top of stuff. So really glad to have gotten most of the editing done. I want to try and work on some shorts, some reels and stuff like that, but we'll see if I have time. I'm going to need to take a break a little bit here, maybe go take a walk, because just sitting at my desk is not great. So, yeah, that's where we're at. It's a pretty good Monday so far. Hi, good morning. It is Tuesday. It's about 9:30 in the morning, and we are going to be out doing a couple errands while we have the opportunity because it is 2 days before Christmas, and things are going to start getting a little bit difficult to go out and do. So I am out at the grocery store. We're going to get some new Torani syrups, some refills mostly, and then we're going to run by the local print shop and pick up my sticker paper for the soap boxes for the Christmas collection, and then we're going to run down to Costco and get a couple groceries. Then I need to come back and do a meal of some kind of a brunch. I haven't eaten breakfast yet because I wasn't really hungry. Then I need to do any last minute Christmas shopping with the kids because they want to get some gifts for each other. And of course, they waited to the last minute to tell me. I've been bothering them about it for weeks. Here we are. But I think that's going to be about it for the major plans for today. I'm going to do some video editing, and I think it's going to be a relatively chill otherwise once these primary things are done. So let's go get some syrups. All right, we got our Tiranis. So I've got almond roca because that one holds a special place in my heart from when I lived up in Washington. We've got peach for my matchas and vanilla for everybody. And then they had a new flavor, brown sugar cinnamon. Kind of curious to try that in my coffee. I feel like that's going to be really good. And now we have the sticker paper for the Christmas launch. Got all of my labels here, so I'll be able to get the boxes ready to go. You know how I said I wasn't hungry? Yeah, I'm a liar, apparently. To be honest, you should never go into Costco hungry. Anyway, that's a terrible idea, so. This is actually a smart decision. It's really windy out, but I want to show you this pot pie I made because I'm really proud of it. So here's my little mini pot pies. I am really proud of how they came out. I also did a full-size one, and it's all completely from scratch because that's kind of the vibe that I'm going for. This puff pastry is really good. It was a recipe from Alton Brown. Look at this gorgeous pot pie. It's so good. Well, I have a bunch of other video editing stuff to get done tonight, so I think we're going to go ahead and call it. This vlog is plenty long, so we'll hop into Christmas on the beginning of the next one. So make sure you go and drink your water, have a snack if you need it, and I'll see you for the next one next week. Bye!